Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a get ready for bed, what I do for skincare, and I'm also going to show you what I really do when I have super dry skin like I do currently. So I just got out of the shower. I've not put anything on my face as of yet. I have gone ahead because I want to do like an aloe mask. I have an aloe plant and I did slice up a leaf and got some aloe. And we are going to put this on our skin tonight. And I'm going to show you the rest of the skincare products I use. So I am just going to mix it up kind of like eggs. I did get a couple pieces of aloe in there. It kind of reminds me of egg whites, and it's really hard to get those out. I really try to get as little as possible, but it happens. So we are going to rub this on our skin. It is cold. I did keep the leaf in the fridge, so it is pretty cold. I would say you definitely want to have a bowl underneath because it is going to drop off. I have done it to where I just use my fingers to rub it in. It's a lot messier. I'm definitely thinking that this is going to be a better option when I do them. Aloe is really good for hyperpigmentation, and also it's really good to just restore the skin. Obviously, everyone knows that you put it on after being sunburned and things of that sort. So it's really meant for healing the skin. This does not smell like the aloe that you get in the bottle and you buy from Walmart or anywhere else. This is fresh aloe, so it does smell like a plant. If you're curious, it does smell like outside. So we're just gonna keep rubbing this on and not get it on our lips, even though I already did. We're just gonna keep applying it to the skin. We want to get as much on the skin as possible. We're gonna try rubbing it in with our hands now. You don't want to forget your neck. Your neck is the most neglected part of your body when it does come to moisture. Everyone forgets their neck. People remember their feet, their elbows, their arms. But when it does come to skincare, you cannot forget the neck. We are almost done with our aloe. I'm focusing more on my cheeks in this area. As you can see, that's because that is where I need the most hydration and moisture right now. My forehead really isn't that dry. I'm gonna make sure it's coated. But for the most part, I wanna get my cheeks. And some pieces are real jelly like those. That's why I try to use a fork and mush it, because I have tried a spoon and honestly it was horrible. It was like mouse and cat chase in the bowl. It was ridiculous. And I'm gonna go on my eyelids. I don't really have many marks on my skin right now. I did break out recently on my chin on both sides for some reason, and then this little one. But nothing too crazy. So for the most part, this is what we have left. It kind of like reminds me of egg whites and spit, and that's why I had to take it apart off camera, because if you guys would have seen my faces, it probably would have been a comedy video. So I'm not gonna be able to mush in all these little, but we're gonna do as much as we can. I mostly got the liquid out of that. All right. So we definitely use much of the aloe. These are just the thick parts that you're really not going to be able to squeeze. So what I like to do is I have this little roller. Just gonna wipe it off, make sure it's nice and clean. And I just like to roll it all over my skin. Obviously you want to roll up to defy gravity. What's really cool about this one is it actually vibrates. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can. And I like to go along my jawline as well, because this is where I get a lot of my acne, is around my chin area. So this, I feel like, kind of shakes up the pores. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and I am going to rinse it off with a washcloth, because honestly it smells like plants and I really wouldn't want my skin smelling like that. So I'm just gonna wash it off once it does dry, and I will come back to you guys and show you what I do for the rest of my skincare. Alright, so I am back. I just rinsed off my skin. My next step is going to be applying my Curology. If you don't know what Curology is, it basically is a dermatologist subscription that you can get online, and basically they'll send it to your house, and it's to help with acne. You answer a bunch of questions about your skin and what your acne looks like, and you also send pictures, and you're able to upload pictures to do like before and afters. It's really cool. And I've been using it for almost a year and I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit, and I put it mostly where I mostly put it on my cheeks and my neck. To be honest, I do put some on my forehead, but I don't really break out my forehead. This is the area, like I said earlier, where I break out the most. Like I said, don't neglect the neck. So it is a mixture of products. I'm just going to cover it because my address is on here. But this is what my prescription currently is. I did have to... Oh. Sorry, I'm covering up the top one. I did have to change my prescription once. I was on the same prescription from June when I started to August, and then August till now. So June to August of 2019, and then August to what were April 2020. I've been on the same prescription now. Absolutely love it. Next is going to be eye cream. It's never too early to use eye cream. You do want to use your ring finger because it is the weakest finger, and your eyes are very delicate little flowers, and you want to make sure you're not tugging. I have really dry eyes, so I make sure I really do get in and moisturize them up. I'm using the Mary Kay Firming Eye Cream. This is honestly the only eye cream that does not burn my lids, especially because they're dry. So I really like it. Next, I'm going to use my Adapalene gel. This is something that I do get prescribed at the dermatologist. I was gonna say dermatologically prescribed, but anyways. I get this from my real dermatologist. Not saying Curology is not real dermatology, but like I physically go to a doctor's office and get this. This is something that I used to use all over my skin. Now I use it more as a spot treatment. So anywhere I do have an actual pimple, I do put this on here. It is drying, so I don't really use it on my entire skin unless I need it. So this is a mark. This is a little bump. I am allergic to benzoyl peroxide, so I can't use a lot of like the acne products that they sell at normal stores, Walmart, Target, wherever. So this is a great alternative because this does not have benzoyl peroxide. We're gonna let that dry. It is a little bit of a thicker cream, so I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm going in with my Mychelle Deep Repair Moisturizer. This is a thicker cream. I'm just gonna mix it around a little bit. I need to order some of this. But what I also want to do, I don't want to mix it in all the way. I'm going to grab my Tropicgyal Naturals Facial Serum, and we are going to mix this in. When I first apply it, you will see that my skin does look oily. It's just for probably like the first 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how much you put on. Like I put on a lot. Right now, you really only need like 1 or 2 drops for your entire face, but because my skin is so dry, I'm adding extra moisture, especially when I go to bed. You know, I don't really care if I look oily or greasy compared to if I was super dry during the day. I would not put as much of the facial serum on that I just did because I wouldn't want to be shiny like this at work or whatever I'm doing, because all I'm doing is going to sleep. It's going to soak in before I actually fall asleep. And then always, you can't forget your skincare lips. I always put on chapstick before I go to bed. This is it. really can't even see this, but this is from Pure Romance, and it's gone. I should just throw the one out because I do have a new one, but I just love it so much I want to use all of it. But that is really it. I'm going to put my hair up and we are gonna watch some TV, and that's really about it. Skincare is done. Thank you for joining the skincare video, and I hope you like it. If you do have any questions, let me know. I will also, you know, be making that video just going over my transformation of my skin. So I hope that helps a lot of people. I will go over all the products that I used over the last couple years. So I think it would be a really good teaching experience, and maybe you guys have ideas for my skin too. I know it doesn't really look that bad, but wait until you see the other pictures and it's crazy. But I'm gonna head to bed. Thank you so much for joining, and you have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams.